in Saigon. Here I am, a pretty junior officer, still running around out in the remote parts of Cambodia, along Vietnam, along the Cambodian border. And suddenly, all the senior-most officers want to meet with me because I'm going to be in an influential position. And most of all, Ambassador Graham Martin wanted to see me because he saw and wanted to have this special channel to the National Security Council so his views didn't have to go through the State Department to get to the National Security Advisor, to the President, or to the President himself. He prized having a straight channel, a back channel, as it were, into the White House through the NSC. And now here I am, junior Foreign Service officer, only in the service 5.5 years, about to go back and be in this position, so he wants to see me. So in his big office on the third floor of the American Embassy, and here I am across the desk from this distinguished ambassador, career ambassador who's had this a career-long assignment, and who didn't have Vietnam experience, but was picked for the job because he was considered to have had good judgment. And so we're talking about things, and he's asking me about myself, but mostly he's telling me about his view of things and how there can be people who undercut you and who could undercut him. I think he even referred to them as the mattress mice, who can get in and by their gnawing away undermine what he's trying to do. That he had the view, he knew what his assignment was, knew what the objectives were, but there were other people in the State Department whose reporting was going to be contrary to the way he saw the situation. He knew that the State Department had analysts and senior officers who probably didn't see it his way, and he wanted to be sure, that I knew what his views were and that he and I had a connection. So I'm, brand new to all this, never served in Washington, this power game, and and I'm listening, and want to be as the ambassador, and this is like the biggest deal. And I'm going to be back, and he's going to want to communicate to me. So I'm so impressed and feeling good about myself. And then he starts talking about previous assignments. And I can remember to this day, he sort of leans back in his chair and starts looking up at the ceiling and putting his fingers like this, and starts musing and remembering and recounting to me how people in other places undercut him. And it seemed very strange to me. Here I am, young guy, just here, and he's almost like he's drifting away into the past. And I was used to senior executives and being crisp and sharp and decisive and giving orders and speaking with confidence. I'd never been in a situation like this. So I sat, I listened, and then kind of sat forward again and excused myself and left, but feeling I'd been through something a little strange, but it would be something that would come back again a year later as South Vietnam is collapsing, and I would see it happen again in the middle of that crisis. And so I have this distinct memory about it.